Hello students, welcoming you to Department of Chemistry JSS College. This is after the introductory class, the very first topic what I am going to engage you, the stereochemistry, that is part 1. This is as per your syllabus. The main contents of the syllabus are the conformations with respect to ethane, butane and cyclohexane, interconversion of Wedge formulae, Newman, Sahars and Fischer representations, concept of chirality, and when come to the configurational isomers, you can learn geometrical and optical. In geometrical, cis and trans nomenclature system and EZ nomenclature with respect to some important examples. And optical isomerism, mainly you have to learn enantiomerism, diastereoisomerism, meso compounds, 3 and erythro, D and L, and even CIP rules with respect to R and S configuration. Totally, it is a 10 lectures topic it is. Okay, already in the previous introductory class, I have discussed about what are the lectures and what are the credits, etc. in the CBCS syllabus content. From that only, this topic deals with 10 lectures. Earlier, we are supposed to call 10 hours, but in fact, it is called as 10 lectures it is. So, before going to start with your stereoisomerism, we must learn some basic aspects of the isomerism. What is isomerism, how they are classified and all. So, already in PUC first year and secondary, you have learned many aspects of isomerism. When two or more compounds having same molecular formula but differ in their physical and chemical properties are referred to as isomers, the phenomenon is called isomerism. Two or more compounds having same molecular formula but differ in their physical and chemical properties, they are called as isomers. The phenomenon is called isomerism. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಐಸೋಮರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಸಮಾಂಗಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. So these two examples we are given here. One is ethanol, that is ethyl alcohol. Another is a dimethyl ether. So these two compounds are isomers because both are having same molecular formula, that is C2H6O. C2H6O. So here we can learn about these two compounds. They are nothing but they are the functional isomers. In fact, they differing in their functions. That is OH group is here, that is alcoholic function group, and O here it is called as a ether function group. Okay, diethyl ether. When we go to the types of isomerism, isomers are broadly classified into two types. They are called structural isomers or constitutional isomers and stereoisomerism. There are two types of isomers. So let us, we can see the details of the classification. They are broadly classified into two types, structural isomerism, stereoisomerism. In structural isomerism, you will find chain, they differ in the carbon chain, positional differ in the double bond or functional group, differ in the functional group called as functional isomers. Metamerism, uneven distribution of the carbon atoms around the functional group. Tautomerism, a dynamic equilibrium exists between two compounds where compound is going to exist in stable form. And then ring chain isomers. Ring chain isomers. So these are 6 types you will find in case of the constitutional isomers. Stereoisomerism. Stereoisomerism, it stands for stereo means space, a 3-dimensional space. Compounds which are having same molecular formula, same structural formula, everything is same, but they differ in the arrangement of atoms or groups in the 3-dimensional space. Okay, so here in this stereoisomerism you will find 3 important categories. Optical, by the virtue of rotation of the plane polarizer light. Geometrical isomerism exists by due to restricted rotation around carbon-carbon double bond or single bond in case of the cyclic compounds. And conformational isomers where they can exist by free rotation around carbon-carbon single bond. So this is a broad sense of classification of isomers. Already we have come across many times this about the classification of isomerism. But as per your syllabus, our focus is only towards the optical and the geometrical, including this conformational isomerism. Before going to that, we must have to have an idea about the structural isomerism. Structural isomers are nothing but they differ in the carbon chain, structure of the carbon chain or structure of the compounds. Okay, here you can see the same molecular formula, but they differ in the linkages of atoms inside the molecule. They differ in the linkages of atoms inside the molecule due to the differences in their structure. For example, you can take ethyl alcohol, dimethyl ether. Of course, they are called as the structural isomers, but they differ in the due to the presence of function group. So when we go to this particular structure, this is usually called as a functional isomerism. They differ in the function group. At the same time, you will find linkage. Here you will find CCO, carbon-carbon oxygen linkage, but here you will find carbon-oxygen-carbon. So this kind of differences is called structural difference. Okay. So therefore, compounds which are differ mainly due to their structures, they are called structural isomers. Again, in the structural isomerism, there are 6 types of structural isomers. Let us, we shall begin with one such type, that is called chain isomers. They differing in the carbon chain. They differ in the carbon chain. Compounds having same molecular formula, but they differ in the properties, etc., by the arrangement of carbon chain, which is present in them. So let us see this butane. It is having C4H10. C4H10. This is the molecular formula. So butane exists in 2 isomeric forms. One is N-butane, isobutane. This isobutane is also called as 2-methyl propane. It is 1, 2, 3, and here it is present at the second position methyl group. 2-methyl propane is called isobutane because this particular group is called iso group. This group is called as the iso group. It is this particular group. Okay. So even if you consider in this pattern, this is also iso group. Okay. So any compound, if it is present in these 3 carbon atoms along with the extended chain, then we can call it as iso compounds. Say for example, one more group is present instead of CH3, CH2, CH3 is there, then it is called isopentane. It is called as isopentane because this is an iso group, branched chain. It is called as the branched chain. So therefore, normal chain, branched chain, linear chain or the branched chain. So both are having same molecular formula, but differ in the carbon chain, structure of the carbon chain. One is a branched one, another is a non-branched. This is N-butane and it is called isobutane. Similarly, many compounds you will find how they are going to exist. Suppose if you write C5H12, that is a pentane. It exists in N-pentane, isopentane, neopentane. These 3 kinds of structures you will find in case of the pentane molecule. So this is one such type of structural isomerism. You can see here N-pentane, isopentane, because here you will find iso group, just like in the previous compound. Here it is an iso group. Here also you will find iso group. It is. This is a new type. It means branched again, but this carbon is a centric. That is called a 2,2-dimethyl propane. It is 1, it is 2, it is 3. Second carbon atom is possessing 2 methyl groups. This is called 2,2-dimethyl propane. But all these 3 compounds, they are possessing same molecular formula C5H12. Hence, they are called as this chain isomers. Okay, chain isomers. They differ in the chain. Even if you take N-butyl alcohol, so here you will find a linear carbon chain attached with OH group. The OH is at the first position, 1, 2, 3 and 4 it is, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then isobutyl alcohol, again you will find iso group here. Okay, iso, and this is a 4 carbon atom group it is. So there isobutyl OH group. Again here 1, 2 and 3. So this is called 2-methyl-1-propanol. It is 2-methyl-1-propanol, but commonly called as isobutyl alcohol. In both the cases, the OH group is on the remain same. Structure of carbon, it is here branched chain. It is a normal chain, but molecular formula is C4H9OH. C4H9 and OH. Okay, molecular formula is C4H9OH. So when you count these compounds, say here 4 carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons, and here you will find 3 from this and 4 from these 2 carbon atoms, 7 plus 2, 9 Okay, C4H9OH or C4H10O it is. Similarly, you can see the position of double bond. It is remained at the same 1, 2. Here also 1, 2. But carbon chain is different. It is but1-ene. It is isobutene. It is butene, isobutene. Okay. So isobutene is nothing but 2-methyl, 1-propene. It is 2-methyl, 1-propene because double bond starts here. 1-butene, 2-methyl, 1-propene. So these two are also isomers, chain isomers. They differ in the carbon chain. Position of double bond is remains same. Only they differ in the carbon chain. Hence they are called as chain isomers. Here also you can see this is N-propyl benzene. It is N-propyl benzene. Okay, this is a benzene nucleus. It is a benzene nucleus. It is a propyl chain, N-propyl chain. Isopropyl benzene. So this is an isoprop. Just change in the carbon atom. Okay, carbon chain. So like how compounds which are having same molecular formula but they differ in the carbon chain, they are supposed to be called as chain isomers. Next type of isomerism is positional isomerism. Compounds having same molecular formula but they differ in the presence of functional position of functional group or double bond character or triple bond character. So here you can take, this is a pentanol compound, 1-pentanol. Here 1, it is 2, it is 3 and 4 and here 5. So here OH group is on the first carbon. When you go to this, OH group is on the second carbon atom, just like of this type, C, H and OH. Okay, so 2-pentanol. Here OH group is on the third group, but all are having same molecular formula but differ in the presence of functional group, position of the functional group. Hence they are called as positional isomers. That means the 2 or more compounds having same molecular formula but same function group, but they differ in the presence of position of the functional group or a double bond character or triple bond character. They are called as positional isomers. Here also you can see position of double bond is at 1. Here position of double bond is at the 2. And here position of methyl group is at the 2. Here position of methyl group is at the 3. So but1-ene, 2-butene, 2-methyl pentane, 3-methyl pentane. Similar situations you will also find in aromatic compounds. Benzene nucleus has 3 important orientations, ortho, meta and para. So 1-2 positions, 2-6 positions are called ortho positions and 1-4 positions usually para and the 3-5 positions are called meta positions. But here you can see with respect to this OH group, this is the first position and CH3 group is at present at 2 position, 2-methyl phenol it is. This 2-methyl phenol is also called as orthocresol and metacresol. Then here you will see position of methyl group is at 3rd carbon, metacresol. Position of methyl group is at 4th carbon atom, it is called as the paracresol. So like how same molecular formula but differ in the position of a functional group, change in the position of functional group or a substituent in the aromatic compounds, they are also nothing but regarded as positional isomers. Then functional isomers, compounds which are having same molecular formula, same structural form, but of course they differ in the presence of functional group. Same molecular formula differ in the properties due to differences in the functional group. Any compound having same molecular formula but differ in the functional group will differ its physical properties. As already told you, ethanol and methoxymethane, dimethyl ether, both are having same molecular formula, that is C2H6 and O. Here functional group is ether functional group. Here functional group is alcoholic functional group. It is alcoholic functional group. So these two compounds are functional isomers, but in fact their properties are different. What kind of properties you can see? The boiling point, say for example ethanol, it readily undergoes hydrogen bonding and its boiling point is about 78 degrees centigrade. But whereas this dimethyl ether, it is possessing very low boiling point because it is a volatile compound and moreover it doesn't exist with a hydrogen bonding character. Hydrogen bonding character. Benzyl alcohol and anisole, methoxybenzene, and even substituted phenols, cresols. Any cresol you can take. Any cresol. For instance, I am writing orthocresol, CH3, okay, or paracresol or metacresol. Orthocresol, paracresol, metacresol. These three are having same molecular formula but differ in the position of function, of course, functional isomers. But when we come to benzyl alcohol, methoxybenzene or anisole, or you can take paracresol, metacresol, or orthocresol. These three series of compounds are functional isomers because here you will find alcoholic function group. Here you will find ether functional group. Here you will find phenolic OH. So therefore, they are functional isomers. Their molecular formula is remained same. What is the molecular formula? You can see it is C6. Okay, and when we write H, hydrogen atoms, how many hydrogen atoms? H means there are 3 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. You can see C7 it is, sorry, C7, H3, H3 and O it is, okay, C7H3O. But of course here you will find 4 hydrogen atoms. When you count for this, totally here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 7 and 8 hydrogens, C7H8. Okay, 5 from ring, 3 from this one. Similarly, here also 5 from ring, 3 from here. And here 4 from this ring and 4 from this. Totally C7H8O. This is the molecular formula for these 3 compounds. But their functional groups are different, hence they are called functional isomers. And even the ketones and aldehydes having more than 3 or more than 3 carbon atoms, they are functional isomers. Propionaldehyde and propionone. Here you will find aldehydic functional group. Here you will find a ketonic function, ketone function group. Okay, that is C double bond O, ketone function group. So this is propanol and propanol. Okay, so these are functional isomers. Similarly, other functional isomers are also being found. So propionic acid and methyl ethanoate. Even if you take this methyl formate and acetic acid, looks like the same, but the functions are different. This is a carboxylic acid. This is a carboxylic acid, COH. So COOCH3 is called as ester function. So these two are functional isomers. Methyl acetate, methyl ethanoate. Propionic acid and methyl acetate, methyl ethanoate. These two are functional isomers. Here you will find carboxyl group. Here you will find ester function group. Hence they are called as the functional isomers. Then similarly, alkadienes and alkynes. Sometimes they are also acting as functional isomers. For example, 1,3-butadiene, but-1,9. Number of carbon atoms are same. Here also same. But here you will find double bond character. Here you will find triple bond character. They are also functional isomers. You should remember, not alkynes and alkenes. Alkadienes and alkynes, they are functional isomers. Then vinyl alcohol acetaldehyde. Later we will learn in case of tautomerism. Of course, they are also functional isomers. So like many compounds which are having same molecular formula but differ in their properties due to presence of different functional groups, they are called as functional isomers. Even aromatic alcohols and cresols, okay, and the secondary, tertiary and primary amines. Here you will find primary amine group, here you will find secondary amine functional group, here you will find tertiary type of nitrogen. But all these three are having same molecular formula. Same molecular formula means C3H9 and N, C3H9 N. So all these are having same molecular formula, but their functional amines, amine groups are different. One is secondary amine, another is a tertiary, another is the primary type of amine group. Then metamerism, uneven distribution of carbons or alkyl groups around the functional group leads to metamerism. Compounds are having same functional group, same molecular formula. Structurally, they differ by uneven distribution of the alkyl groups or carbon atoms. Say, for example, you can take this ethoxyethane, C4H10O, methoxypropane, CH3, C3H7. That is uneven distribution here. Okay, here only one carbon atom, here you will find 3 carbon atoms. This is a propyl chain, this is a methyl group, but functional group is same. Both are having ether functional groups. So therefore, ethers will represent this metamerism. This type of isomerism where compounds possessing same molecular formula, same functional group, but due to differences in alkyl groups around the functional group, they refer to metamers. Thus, metamers differ only in the alkyl groups present and they have same functional group and belong to the same homologous series because they are belonging to same family, same molecular formulas, therefore they are called homologous series of compounds. Similarly, the secondary amines are also going to have the metamerism character. Metamerism, they will exhibit metamerism, ethers and secondary amines. And tertiary amines are also. There is the uneven distribution of the carbon atoms. And esters are also going to represent this kind of the metamerism. That means compounds having same molecular formula, same functional group, but they differ in the uneven distribution of carbon atoms, or they differs in their distribution of alkyl groups around the functional group. Here you can see this is a propyl group, and here this ester group will be changed with the carbon atoms. Okay, so therefore the differences in the distribution of the alkyl groups there leads to metamers. The last one is the last but one, that is tautomerism. This is a special case of functional isomerism. That means functionally they are going to be changed within themselves. This type of isomerism, when represented in two functional isomeric character, when they exist in equilibrium, dynamic equilibrium. For example, you can take vinyl alcohol. Actually, this is not an existing compound. It is highly unstable and immediately it rearranges to give acetaldehyde. It means this one of the proton may rearranges in this direction by the shift of electrons. Okay, so this kind of situation refers to as tautomerism. They are called as the tautomers. They are called as the tautomers. And even ketones are also being represented, keto-enol form. In both these cases, in order to get the stability, they will attain like this. But in fact, the keto form is more stable rather than the enol form. Normally, this tautomeric structures representation in practice that is used for mechanisms and all. Okay, so it depends upon situation. You should remember it is a special type of isomerism, and the two functional isomers exist together in their equilibrium by the internal rearrangement. So here you can see some important points. Out of the two tautomeric forms, generally keto form is more stable. This is very, very important. Keto form is more stable. Okay, and if one form is somehow removed in the reaction, some of the amount of the other form changes into the first form, so that similar equilibrium exists between them. Okay, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಕಾರಣದಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ತನ್ನ ತಾನಾಗಿ ರಿಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಲ್ಲುತ್ತೆ. Due to the presence of keto and enol form, this type of tautomerism is also known to be called as keto-enol tautomerism. Keto-enol tautomerism, enol, double bond with OH group. Just you can see here, double bond with OH group. This is enol, enol form, en, double bond. Keto function. So therefore, this type of isomerism is called keto-enol isomerism or keto-enol tautomerism. Okay, so even alpha hydrogen atom containing carbonyl compounds, they are also mainly exist in tautomeric character. So they largely differ. In most of the cases, the keto form is more stable than enol form. That is by 45 to 60 kilojoules per mole of energy. Why this kind of large difference and stability occurs in case of keto isomer rather than enolic form means the main reason is for difference that carbon oxygen double bond is very strong than the carbon-carbon double bond. When you look into this ketonic structure, this bond is very strong compared to this double bond character, enolic form of the character. Enolic form of the character. In earlier structure, if you have seen that there is a bond here, but in fact it is not there. Don't confuse. This is no bond here. It is a OH group and double bond character. So therefore, this large difference is due to stronger bond it is, but enolic double bond character will not find any situation. Okay, so this should be OH and double bond character. So this is how the compounds will undergo many kinds of changes. Okay, the tautomeric character is one of the important factors. And stabilized enols. Stabilized enols. This is actually non-aromatic character. 2,4-cyclohexadienone. This keto group is in conjugation with the double bond character here. They undergo internal changes. That means rearrangement. That is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. And at the same time, they will experience the stability. So you can just see interchange of protons are going to take place. When this proton is being transferred to this oxygen atom and double bond is shifted here, then you will get benzene nucleus. You get a benzene nucleus. So 2,4-cyclohexadienone, a non-aromatic compound, changes into aromatic compound. So therefore, the tautomerism phenomenon is also helps in the conversion or in the case of the aromatic, non-aromatic characters into aromatic character. The enol form is phenol and stabilization gained by forming aromatic ring because the resonance energy is about the 150 kilojoules per mole. It is enough to overcome the normal preference for the keto form. But however, this is more stable compared to this keto group. Okay. So 1,3 rearrangements are also being explaining about the tautomeric character. 2,4-pentadienone. This is a keto form and they exist in the 4-hydroxy-3-pentanone enol form of the structure. So all these important structures reveals that how they get stability and all by the one of the important phenomenon that is called as the tautomerism. Last one is ring chain isomerism. Ring chain means, for example, you can take the molecular formula of alkenes. CnH2n. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ರಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 3 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. So you can see this is a propene. It is an alkene derivative. Cyclopropanone, CH2. Okay, CH2. Here also you will find CH2 group. Here also you will find CH2 group. This formula holds good with general formula CnH2n. When n is equal to 3 carbon atoms, and then you can call it as CnH2n C3H6. You will find in case of cyclopropane C3H6. Here also you will find C3H6. Ring chain, open chain compounds, ring compounds, possessing same molecular formula, but their properties are entirely different. Hence, such type of isomers are called ring chain isomers. Butanene, cyclobutane, methyl cyclopropane. Here also you will find same molecular formula. Similarly, other compounds are also being going to exist. This phenomenon is very important because you will learn about the cycloalkanes and their conformations. Okay, so all cycloalkanes, they are going to exhibit the ring chain isomerism. Okay, so this is about whatever I have discussed so far. It is fundamental aspects of your stereochemistry or isomerism topic. Still I have not started actual syllabus. This is all fundamental aspects of your topic, that is stereoisomerism. Totally 10 lectures are there. It is just an introduction to isomerism topic, what we have gained the knowledge in QC first year and second year. Okay, so I hope you have learned this, and thank you very much for patience listening of this particular topic. In the next lecturing video, I will discuss on the actual topic, that is a stereoisomerism. Again, how stereoisomers have been classified, and what are the conformations, what are geometrical isomers, and what are optical isomers. Okay, thank you very much.